this meeting. So you have something to look into afterwards. Doesn't seem to be the case. Great. So I'll just share my screen and hope that you can see what I see. Anyways, well, we're here to talk about SimplySo for Office 365, and as you can see on my screen here, I've made this little plus in the middle, and we have done that in order to sort of be really clear that SimplySo, it is just something that you just plus or you click on to Office 365. So it's really easy to provision to any Office 365 and SharePoint Online tenant. Well, the agenda for today will be to give you an understanding of our value proposition and give you a tour of the basic features, and hopefully when we are finished in approximately half an hour, you will have a sort of anyways an idea about the value that we create and also the value that you can create for your clients and your business. So that's sort of the setup for the agenda. Our value proposition is really easy and simple. It's documents and social made easy. And for us, that means that everything starts with documents. We can see from, I'll get back to that later, we can see from our research that many of, especially SharePoint solutions that are being implemented ends up being used by approximately 20% of people in an organization. So that's why, I mean, we want to make it easy to get access to documents and have some social features around it. The scope that we have here, I think it's fairly important that you take a note of this because we don't, as such, target any sort of specific verticals or line of business. The scope we have and the targets that we have are the average users, and that means for SMBs it would be, we could basically cover their needs in all, but also up in low enterprise, even enterprise and governance or sort of government, we can we are targeting the average user. To give you sort of an idea about that, we have our end customers ranging from 5 users and up to climbing towards 28,000 in we have a City of Aarhus municipality, the second largest in Denmark. So it's really a basic tool that we provide and that lays underneath everything else. So if you want to hear feature race, you have gone to the wrong meeting. Just to start up by outlining the situation that we see in many cases, and that actually both goes for SMBs and enterprises, that you have many have a file server running, and then they attach Office 365, or that means in most cases they have Outlook online or Exchange Online, and then they have Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and that would normally be it for many cases, and that is obviously not quite enough for getting your everyday task done. So that can end up in what I have tried to exemplify here by using these, I mean, very brilliant applications, but they are third-party non-integrated applications. So that means that data will be all over the place, and no one has a clear overview of who has access to what in terms of security and also governance. I mean, things are all over the place. That's what we see a lot out there. I'm sure that at least some of you have also experienced that with your clients. The value that SimplySo brings to market is this very high degree of recognizable layout of documents. It's Windows File Explorer logic, so we basically present the content in a very familiar way, and then we have added this wall-based communication. So when we start up end users, or when we are engaged in that, I normally say to them, well, you have to imagine that the logic is like Facebook with documents. So when we say that, they have a certain picture in their head of what they can expect and how things are working. So this is actually a really good metaphor on how the user interface is working. It is like Facebook. You choose a group, and for each group you have a set of documents that are organized exactly like Windows File Explorer logic. So it's really easy for them. That is basically what we do. Then there are some nice features. We'll get back to that in the demo, how to use that, because this wall-based communication can actually lead to a decrease in emails attachment, especially in large organizations. We provide single sign-on and access from all devices. I'll get back to how that happens. And really important, you can click Simply So onto any existing SharePoint Online tenant in the world. And that brings me to the next slide, because now it gets a little bit tricky, because many of you might say, well, you cannot do that with SharePoint because you have to do all these settings in SharePoint. So the thing is that Simply So is actually the first SharePoint solution that is not a SharePoint solution. And that means that we are, technically speaking, we are just a website that runs in Microsoft Azure. And that website works more or less in what you could call like as an interaction layer. So it's a website that you can sort of connect to any SharePoint Online tenant. So if you have a valid license, you are able to work with your SharePoint content through Simply So. So you subscribe to it as you subscribe to Netflix, and that also means that we don't install anything out on your machines or on your tenants. Everything runs from the same website in Azure. So no implementation, no maintenance, and no local updates. So this is sort of a service exactly like Netflix or Spotify or anything else. Only difference, or one of the differences, many, is that you have to have a SharePoint Online tenant, because we cannot run otherwise, because we hold no data at all. We just show the content that is in your SharePoint Online tenant and make it possible to work with it. Yeah, this is the important part, because this is where we differentiate ourselves from anything else related to SharePoint. Because if you have a classic SharePoint solution, even if it's standardized building blocks, you still have to basically open up each SharePoint tenant and do all the settings. And you can, I mean, everything can be done, but it's really difficult to roll back. So that's the main difference. And also for the distribution, we can, as you can imagine, we can scale this wildly. We had the municipality with 28,000 users. They were provisioned basically to all 28,000 in 15 seconds. So that's how easy it goes. Okay, just to give you, I made this a small animation. So if you can imagine, this is just a view in SharePoint native, and if you decide to click on Simply So, it would sort of alter the way you see it. But now you're sort of through this website where it's running. We'll get back to that in the demo, just to give you an idea and be really excited about what's about to happen. I've taken this slide. It might look a little bit busy and boring and high flying, but the reason is that this is sort of to set the scene in terms of Simply So versus SharePoint, because as I started by saying, most SharePoint solutions are really intended for 100% of users in an organization, but when the day comes, it normally turns out that around 20% of an organization are actively using SharePoint for what it's actually meant for, these specialized project management tools or workflows, etc. I mean, and SharePoint is a great tool, no doubt about that. It's just too difficult for ordinary users. So we often get asked, I mean, how do you compare to Microsoft Groups or Teams and all that stuff? And the short answer to that is that we don't compete with Microsoft in that area, and Microsoft is fully aligned with that. We just enable the average user to utilize some of the features that sits in particular in SharePoint. And that also eventually we'll also cover groups and teams and incorporate that into our UI. So that's really important to get that sort of scope. So we say, well, we serve all these with the basic needs here. Everyone has a need to get to the documents, and nowadays also to be a little bit social about around them. So that is sort of the majority, vast majority of the gray majority, if you like, of approximately 8% of any organization. It's important to state that it can actually run side by side, or I mean coexist. So you can have an existing and running SharePoint solution saying, well, we are having this issue with these average users, and we can just say, well, you just click on Simply So, and your sales reps or your drivers or your cleaning assistants or your just office workers can access SharePoint data through Simply So. So it can easily coexist. You cannot see that Simply So is provisioned because it doesn't touch anything or change anything. Okay. The key takeaways that I have for you are these: that data is always secure in SharePoint Online. We hold no data. We just sort of display them so you can see them in a little bit different view. The user can actually operate the UI that we provide here. It's really straightforward. And that means that we can eliminate a lot of the user demand that there are normally for Dropbox, Google Drive, and all these kind of great tools, apart from that they're not integrated into anything, and are causing a headache out there for many of the IT admins. And then from a customer perspective, they can actually utilize what they have already purchased, and you can make a good business on top of, instead of just selling them this really standardized Office 365. It's provisioned via to the cloud marketplace, and you only have to have a SharePoint Online license. Nowadays, SharePoint is included in most Office 365 plans. I'm aware of one. I think it is Office 365 Pro Plus. I believe it's not in there, but anyways, it's in basically everything else, even the kiosk plans K1. SharePoint is. So we talked to Microsoft US a month ago or something, and we couldn't figure out why they didn't market SharePoint, but they actually say, well, they don't want to specifically market SharePoint. They have focus elsewhere, but SharePoint is everywhere. Even OneDrive for business groups, teams, everything is built on SharePoint technology. Okay, I have on the left I have this sort of illustration that the red lines shows from which applications we show data. So it's mainly SharePoint. There's something from Dell, Newsfeed, and OneDrive for business, and that sits in or not sits, but it shows in Simply So. Simply So, as I said, is a website, so you can just make a shortcut on your desktop or a favorite in your browser, or we could put it here on the launch pad of 365. Great. The triggers to look for. I've brought these. I mean, if a conversation with your customers turns in a certain direction where they are considering using SharePoint, or they might already be using SharePoint, then these are some of the sort of triggers to look for, and then sort of bring the discussion in the direction of Simply So. Low SharePoint user adoption among these certain user groups. That's a big one, and also the easy access to SharePoint documents. We can see from our analytics that that's a really used search phrase, and that is also sort of a how should I put it? An opportunity for you guys to sort of bring SharePoint into play, because we also know that now once Office 365 has been sold, and I know that you in Netherlands have sold a lot of, you have a high penetration rate in the market, and that normally means that a lot of the customers will start, checking out what else is in Office 365, and some of them will get back to you and say, well, I found this SharePoint, how can I use that, because it seems to be some sort of a document container. And I know that many resellers, they are really reluctant to move into that area, because it normally would require that you have skilled SharePoint staff in-house. But with Simply So, I mean, you don't have to have any of that. They can just click it on. Go back to that. The common users that this is just examples that we have brought in. I mean, it could be sales reps, office workers, warehouse workers, etc. You name it. And if we, for instance, take a sales rep and see, I mean, he or she would normally use Simply So for accessing and working with their documents, price lists, PDFs. I mean, just like they used to do with their P drive. This way, it's just accessible in their pocket on their smartphone or PC or whatever device they're using. And then we have this wall-based dialogue around content that is it's actually pretty clever when implemented and people start using it for real. Let's see if I have anything else for you. I brought the business opportunity slide here, and I have just tried to show you here how things are today in our view. Office 365, they have file servers, some OS, and they have maybe VPN, backup security. This could be a scenario of any, especially SMB customer today. So what we say, well, if you have Office 365, you could click on Simply So, and you would eliminate this over here, because then you could just use what you already paid for. And there's a great upsell opportunity there, and because you can sell Simply So, you can sell some backup services. I know that I think Skykick is coming with some backup for SharePoint. There's a lot of different tools out there that I'm sure that Copago is also providing, as well as oh, that's the wrong way, as well as security, McAfee, Kaspersky, you name it. So it's merely a matter of selling something on top of Office 365 that makes sense and that gets your customer into this recurring subscription-based business model. Because we know that from American studies, we know that businesses that are successful in transforming into subscription-based business model, they are up to 7 times more valuable than sort of more traditional businesses. So that was sort of a shout out from me here. That was the slideshow, and I have approximately 10 minutes left to do the demo. Are there any questions? I'll just take a brief breather, and you can just turn on your mics if anyone have any questions or something that we should just elaborate on before moving to the demo. No, doesn't seem to be the case. So I'll just go to the demo here, and I'll try to do it quite slowly. Well, we start here on our, this is just SharePoint, so don't look for anything special. This is just plain SharePoint. This is our demo tenant, we call it Constracus. And in here you can see now I'm logged in as Lars. He's our admin, and he has a post says hello from native. There's a reply, and Mark has embedded a URL to YouTube, and there are some documents over here. So let's say this is sort of the SharePoint tenant that you want to connect Simply So to. So you simply go to this address called simplyso.company, and this is where our layer sits. And what it does now, it checks if Constracus has a valid license. So if Constracus is on the whitelist, so to speak, I will now see the exact same feed that I saw before, just presented in the Simply So view. And luckily for me, for 100th time, I think it was something like this, it also today shows that you can see this is the exact same feed that you just saw in SharePoint a moment ago. And I mean, this is not, I mean, we cannot do anything just by, or everything, solve this just by presenting the feed in a different way. So I'll just give you a brief walkthrough. For starters, I would say the left side over here, that's a fixed menu bar. And I can actually see Microsoft Teams has maybe found some experience from us, because now they have also a fixed menu bar on the left. Probably not. But the way you navigate is that you have your team site selector over here. So that's, if we sort of take the Facebook logic, I can navigate to, let's say I want to navigate to the sales team. So I will see the sales team wall, just like Facebook now. This is the feed running on this group here. And there's something going on here. But the important part, as I started saying, we said documents and social made easy. So let's start with the documents. So documents, I click them here, and you will actually see now that the documents are actually organized in a way that, for most people, I would say, is very, very familiar and looks quite similar to that of Windows File Explorer. And then also go, if you want to work with a document, we could just say I want to work with, I think I had some, wasn't there something with March? Let's have a sales report here. So I'll just open a sales report, and now I'm brought directly into to Excel, and I can I can edit if I like, just in Excel or in the browser. In this case, it doesn't really matter. If you have an ePlan or a Business Premium subscription, you can just choose your Excel. So let's go back a moment. So let's say that you want to, for instance, create a new document. Then for those of you familiar with SharePoint, you know that many users will sort of fall off there or stall if they have to go directly through Word and create a file and then save it down. So what we actually have made here is that you can create a new document. Microsoft has also implemented this in SharePoint, so that's actually a step in the right direction. Anyways, we'll just have a PowerPoint. So I'll create a PowerPoint here. I'll call it 2.1 test. Be really inspirational. So I created, and what happens next is that now this file is actually created, unless I click cancel. No, I didn't. So you see now I'm brought to the presentation, and I can work in this as I'm used to. And if I go back to SimplySo like this, you will see here that the file is created here. So everything just works the way it's supposed to do. If I go top right, as I will do now, you will see I have a list of, in a moment when it loads, you will see that I have access to my recent documents. These are the documents that I have been working on recently, and this is something that we pull out of the Delve API actually to get access to this. Also, I have access to follow documents, and follow documents, you can give them a star and say I want to follow this, or that document might be something that you use once a month, like expense report or something like that. That's basically the basic navigation. If I want to pull in, let's say I have some external data, I'll just go to, I think I have some demo data here. Again, for those of you familiar with SharePoint, you know that it's not possible to drag and drop a folder structure with subfolders, but I will now prove that it's possible via SimplySo by taking this folder called demo data, and you will see it's up here. And if I click the demo test folder, you will see there's also a subfolder and there's content in it directly, and you can work with it immediately. So it's really important for us to have made a UI that will make sense to average users. So they should not, I mean, there's probably a perfectly good reason why Microsoft chose not to allow to move more than 50 items at a time and do not move subfolders and so on. But we have made it, I mean, just a notch easier. Last thing that I want to show you is the dashboard. And the dashboard can actually actively minimize the number of internal emails sent with attachment. So let's do it like this. I'll just write hi, insert your availability, for instance. If it was Excel, this was something we had with the big municipality in Aarhus. So I'll just click the clips. And now I actually have access to all my to the TeamSite documents, and because some of you might think, well, I have seen this. This looks a little bit like Yammer, but the big difference from SimplySo and Yammer is that in this case the wall and everything sits directly on top of the content. You don't have to move a file into Yammer to be able to put it on the wall, because then you actually break governance for some reason. So let's just find a document here. We could just find an wasn't it a sales report we had? Let me see. It wasn't there. Yeah, I think it was. Let me just give it a second. Sales report, sales. Yeah, that was. So I'll attach it and I'll just post it. So this means that I have now posted an Excel file on the wall. And let's say that there were 100 team members here. That is much easier to distribute via the wall, and instead of distributing to 300 mailboxes and asking people to open the file, do alterations, save it, and return it, because many users don't know how to do that. So if I can comment and I can just like you used to, and if I click, I will open it, and I will open 2 times, but it doesn't matter. So again, you have all the functionality of Excel either online or on your machine. Really easy. And just there was a reason why I opened SharePoint, and that was actually that I think we should just take a look at the exact team site called Sales Team to see if what I just did actually happened also in SharePoint, as I promised you. So as you can see, I just made the post here. Hi, insert your availability sales report. I can actually do it like this. I can write from SharePoint here. I can write cool. And I can post it, and as you will see, if I go back to SimplySo, like I'll do now, just hit refresh, you will see that the comment made from SharePoint also in a moment, boom, displays here. So again, it's completely risk-free to provision SimplySo to any SharePoint tenant because it doesn't change anything at all. You cannot see that this post I did here that it's done from SimplySo. Otherwise, then you can actually see it's made from SimplySo production API. But technically speaking, it's just put up on the wall, so it doesn't change anything at all. And you can actually see if I do like this, this is what it'll look like on your iPhone or what your device might be. So full access to everything on the go. Documents, you can post photos, you can upload photos to direct into folders on the go from your phone. Really straightforward. Okay, I actually have 4 minutes left, so I'll also bring your attention to OneDrive for Business down here. The way we distinguish between SharePoint team sites and OneDrive for Business is that we see OneDrive for Business as your personal work-related files. So this might be the old P drive or whatever you're used to calling it. So these are your personal work-related files, and everything under team sites sits up here. You can also choose another team site. Let's take, for instance, I think I have a service team. You see, then I'm brought to again a new wall and again a new set of documents relating to this particular team site. Really straightforward, really easy. Just had a Finnish partner, got it down Monday. I talked to him this morning with a distributor in Finland. He said, well, it took us 5 minutes and now all our salespeople are using it. So that's how easy it is. Good. Now I am actually done with my presentations. I would enjoy if you have any questions or comments. I am aware that you have probably not seen something like this, so I mean there are no stupid questions, only stupid answers. So bring it forward if you have anything to ask or to add. Yeah, doesn't seem to be the case. I think that otherwise I will close from here. I don't know, Mark, do you have a closing comment to your resellers, or should we just park it here? Otherwise, I will say thank you very much for spending half an hour with me this Friday afternoon, and I wish you all a very pleasant weekend and happy selling. Yeah.